Hello friends, do you know what your differential advantage is? Do you know what your slight edge is in the marketplace? Or what advertisers or salespeople call your unique selling proposition? Do you know what it is? I call it the seat of your power. Do you know what it is? Because you must begin to know what it is that you possess, or what I call your specialized knowledge, which you can package and take to the marketplace, either in goods or services, to market, to differentiate yourself from the competition in the marketplace. We are increasingly living in a volatile and unstable, uncertain world. You will need to know what you possess that you can utilize in creating a space for yourself in the marketplace. You know, we are told that when a ship is in the high seas and it runs into trouble, that the very first thing that the ship that begins to be thrown overboard are cargoes that are completely unnecessary for the survival of the ship. Which means when your organization, your companies run into trouble, the very first thing that they want to look at throwing overboard are the individuals that are completely irrelevant or necessary to the survival of that establishment. You don't want to be one of those statistics. Now, why am I saying all this to you? Well, simple. Elon Musk, the billionaire, one of Silicon Valley's most exciting futurists, he is the CEO and founder of SpaceX, Solar City, and the Tesla brand of beautiful motorcars, which you may be familiar with. He said in a recent CNBC interview that he believes that the world is advancing rapidly towards what is known as a universal basic income salary. This is where everybody will be paid a certain amount of money for their upkeep. You may begin to ask the question, but why? Well, I'll tell you that in a moment. Even President Obama, before he left office in 2016, he made a similar prediction that the world would need to begin to discuss this issue as all of the predictions are coming in relating or regarding the future of the workforce in advanced economies. So in the corridors of power, they are having these conversations. Obama said in an interview to MIT's lab that he sees a need for the introduction of some sort of a universal basic salary, but that the people will need to be ready. They may have to be persuaded in order for them to adopt this universal basic salary thing. This is going to be the most radical transition that the world has ever seen since the Industrial Revolution. Because right now, robotics, artificial intelligence, intelligent machines are fast taking over the jobs of so many people. As a matter of fact, the World Economic Forum said in a recent January 2017 Guardian newspaper interview that 5 million jobs in 15 developed economies will disappear by the year 2020, in just two and a half years' time. That robots, intelligent machines will begin to take over. But look around you. If you go to your local McDonald's, for example, you have machines now that takes your order, ensuring the irrelevance of human beings serving you. You place your order and then you go to another point where you collect your order. You go to your major supermarkets today, there are machines all over the place, self-service centers, where you go to place your order or whatever it is that you need to do, ensuring you do not have to wait for a human being to serve you. As a matter of fact, in Australia, they've developed a machine known as the Hadron X. This robot can mold 1,000 blocks in an hour. What will usually take two fully grown individuals most part of a day to mold. If even they can achieve that in a day. A machine does it in 1 hour. It has also been reported now in some restaurants you have a robot that can flip 1,000 burgers with precision that will normally take about 5 to 10 different individuals to prepare. A machine does it in seconds or in minutes. You begin to see the attractiveness of these robots and of these machines. But at what cost? That is the question. Now, I just need to read something here to you real quick. To truly succeed in today's world, for example, we have to keep reminding ourselves that we are all in sales. Whether we are selling plastic surgery, real estate investments, insurance, nutrition, or political office. So the key question to ponder is this: how easy is it to find somebody else to replace you, to do your job, or to replace your product or your service? So the key question is, you must find out how to boost your value. The International Labour Organization has predicted that by the year 2020, 137 million jobs will disappear from 5 South Asian nations: the Philippines, Cambodia, Indonesia, Vietnam, and in Thailand, especially in the garment industry. 137 million jobs. America is predicting approximately 50% of the jobs in the US, robots and intelligent machines will take over. These are frightening statistics. So in the wonderful country of Switzerland, not far from here in the UK, the wonderful people of Switzerland were given an option of this universal basic income salary to see if they will adopt it. And the amount of money that was proposed was 2,500 Swiss francs, approximately about 2,600 US dollars. But the wonderful people of Switzerland thought about it in a very, very radical audit, but came back with their answer and said, no, we don't want it. My question to you is this: if Switzerland, they are beginning to have these conversations, if Obama, before he left office, is already having all manner of conversations, if Elon Musk, one of the most brilliant minds, if they are all discussing the possibility of a universal basic salary, then it tells me that it's imminent, it's upon us. My concern is, what are you doing about it? Let me read something else to you real quick. Automation and robotics will definitely impact lower skilled people. That is a no-brainer. The more lower skilled you are, the easier it's going to be to get rid of you. This is very unfortunate. A gentleman called Zhang, on a telephone interview, said, I think the only way for this lower skilled individual to move up or to adapt to this change that is imminent is not to hope that the government will protect their jobs from technology, but to look for ways to retrain themselves No one can expect to do the same things for life anymore. That's just not the case any longer. So my question to you is this: what have you begun to identify that you can begin to create to provide self-sustaining opportunity for yourself? By the way, this is not only affecting lower skilled people. Pilots will be affected. Surgeons will be affected. Because think about it. Machines can provide or produce major surgical operations with precision, without error, where with human beings you are liable to find all manner of errors, as you and I know, whether they forget a cotton wool in your stomach or they leave some tools in your system, whatever. Machines do not make those sort of errors, and machines are fast taking over. I'm sure you probably have witnessed those yourself. Everyone will be affected, unless of course you have identified a unique niche. You have identified your specialized knowledge, something that you can do, a product, a service that you can offer to set yourself ahead of the pack, so you do not get affected by the advancement of these robots and of these machines. For those of you who still have children in schools or university, the idea now, of course, is to begin to help these children to understand the power of technology, so that they can begin to major in a lot of these dynamic areas, because that is the future. Well, I just hope I've given you a little bit of food for thought. Until we meet again, reflect on what we've discussed and begin doing something immediately about all the options that are available to you. At least begin the discussions. Thank you.